priorities. What do we really want the most? The more we have the word in us, the more faith we're going to have. There's just no other way to say it. That's really the truth. We have to do something to show God that we believe. The action shows that we assume God is trustworthy and will keep his word, because he's not a man that he would lie. God will keep his word. He's promised that his word will not return unto him void. Now, if I really believe that, if you really believe it, then you're going to act, right? But if you aren't really convinced, if you're just thinking, well, maybe, I hope God does something. I've heard people say, well, I hope so. Well, let me tell you, I know so. I know my children are heritage of the Lord. I'm not worrying about what's going to happen. I know eventually Neil's children are going to serve God adamantly. I know that. I don't care if the enemy does or how much he tries to convince me this, that. My two biological children are adamantly serving the Lord, Lori and Gary, adamantly, with a passion. And I praise God. That brings me so much joy and so much fulfillment that my children are adamantly serving the Lord. John Ortberg, in his book, If You Want to Walk on the Water, You Have to Get Out of the Boat. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. He needs only enough faith, meaning us, to take a step. He needs only enough faith to put his life on the line. It's a matter of the will. I choose to, or I do not choose to. God is not going to make you. The people who have done great things for God have stepped out in faith. Everything I do is risky. Everything I'm doing right now is risky, and I'll tell you more about it. It's very risky. And the natural, I have said many times, you really look like a fool. You really do. And many times I've said, God, either this is really you, or I'm crazy. That's it. There is just no in between whatsoever. And I really mean that. If he's willing to act as if a bridge will be there, he goes on to say, the bridge will be there. He will not fall, but he has to take the step first. If he does not take the step, he will never know. It's so true. When God is pulling you, when he's drawing you by the Spirit, when he's putting something in you, you need to call this person and do this. You need to say this. You need to witness. We were at Olive Tree, and we've gotten this guy 2 or 3 times. And when he left the table, I said, you know what? Shame on us that we didn't witness to that man. I will witness to him the next time I go, I said. I will definitely say something about God and about his life. And I just said, God, help us. We're missing so many opportunities. We need to step out of the comfort zone of our lives and our Christianity, and get out there in the world, where we can be the light. We can't just stay with Christians. We got to go where the darkness is so we can be a light in the darkness, It's so sad what's happening even in this community, in this area. There's so many deaths and terrible things, and we need to be a light. Jesus said, if you love me, you will obey my command. You know what constrains me to do what I do? There's one thing, my love for God. I love him so much. I don't want to do anything to hurt him or grieve him. And I want to obey him. And he called me to do this. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Most challenging thing I've ever done.